What's going on, everyone? It's time for another James Bond film review. Today we're going to review the 11th James Bond film, I think it is, Moonraker, just by MGM, June 26, 1976. And it was directed by Lewis Gilbert, who did films like Alfie, Educating Rita, Friends, and he would do another James Bond movie, The Spy Who Loved Me. This film had a budget of $34 million. So when this movie came out, it was right after the sci-fi juggernaut Star Wars was released, and then there was also Star Trek the Motion Picture and a whole pile of space-themed movies that were coming out. So they kind of jumped on that bandwagon and tried to take James Bond into more spacey type of direction, because that's what that's what the audiences were craving at the time. So James Bond is assigned to a case where Drax, huge aerospace company owner, his space shuttle got hijacked, and he has trying to figure out who did it. So James Bond comes to help with the help of another scientist, and she meets up with them, and they go and they start looking into it, where they encounter an old 007 nemesis, Jaws, and some other villains. And but lo and behold, he uncovers the true intentions of what Drax is doing and has to stop him and Jaws and some others from trying to destroy the world with the space station and everything. So this is actually a pretty interesting film. It's very unique and different compared to some of the other James Bond films. This one definitely, they try to go more the Star Wars route with it. So the first half is basically your typical James Bond movie, a lot of good chase sequences, a lot of good action, some really good characters, and the development of the characters and stuff in this was actually pretty good and stuff. The villains were actually pretty interesting and different, and they definitely tried to bend the rules a bit with the franchise and stuff. So they do all that, and then they take him into the cheesiest part where they take him into outer space to blow up some nuclear warheads aiming for Earth. And it just gets Star Wars-y and ridiculous. This one a lot of people sort of like crap on and talk bad about it. It's very cheesy in some scenes, especially at the end and stuff. I see where people are coming with it, but if you overlook all that, it's still a decent film. Like, the characters and story is actually pretty decent, and it has a good narrative to follow and some pretty cool Amazon chases and stuff in there, with some really good, well-staged action scenes. Roger Moore comes back as James Bond, and he's still doing a decent job in this. Still looks a little older to be James Bond in this, but still, he does a good job. And all the actors in general do a good job, and the acting's pretty good, and the cinematography's good. The music's a little odd in this one. It kind of has like a disco-ish sort of theme, I thought, which kind of wasn't that great. The opening title song, though, was really good. It was actually released as a music video and won a Juno, so that's cool. Now, the effects in this are actually really well done, and this is why the budget went from 15 million to like 35, because they had to do so much miniature work and developing scenes for fighting in space and stuff. And it actually looks really good. It does. It's a little cheesy to see James Bond in space, but still, I thought this one was a fun action adventure film, sort of like what they're going for to compete with Star Wars and Star Trek and things like that were coming out at the time. I think this one was actually more better than some of the Star Wars knockoffs and stuff. So I thought this one was fun. It's cheesy, it's campy, but still, overall, you can still have a good time with it. Just don't take it too seriously. If you want more of the spy aspect of it, this one's not really there. There's not very many gadgets or anything in this one, and that's been taking a backseat the last couple films, I thought. And but still, for what it is, it's good. It's a good action adventure and some good romance mixed in with really cute Bond girls, and you still got a decent movie. So I'm gonna give Moonraker 3.5 out of 5. It was fun and entertaining and quite an adventure. So I'm not sure where it's streaming or anything, so I'll link the trailer like always down below, and also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. On my stories, you put the film title and there's some fun factor history thing in there as well. Also, my letterbox down below, JP Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching films. On my Twitter's down below at Reeves_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share some more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions of the future, comment them down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And let me know what your favorite James Bond film is down below. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and all that I probably never thought checking out together. And also show you my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're going to do the next James Bond film for your eyes only. Another Roger Moore one. It's actually the 12th James Bond film, so we're continuing on with them. We have 25 to do, so we're about halfway there. So let's get into that one next time. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those spies going to space, trying to prevent people from destroying the world. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.